Hello VLP, I wish you are well. We're gonna see this week what's happening in crypto world on market. I'm the founder of Crypto Liquidity Community. I will explain you how to make some nice income on your saving, but let's diving into the market. This week we have a plus 30% on all nice assets like AAVE, Ethereum. Look at that, it's back in trend. Fetch.ai Injective near plus 40%, Bittensor Tao plus 30%. It's uptrend on. We will sit back and relax to enjoy this nice show because I think in the coming weeks we will see a big uptrend for the crypto markets. So if you are in position or if you are new to this market, it's a good time to get in. Look at that. The depth in the worldwide market is increasing. This implies that all the Fed and central bank have to print money. And look, the Fed just buy 30 million of bond, which is the debt of US, to cover the market. So they are printing money, and this is good for our income on our trend in the crypto world. Also, the total market value is back in range. This is the candle for the end of this week, and we are back at the 3.2 trillion and 3.6 trillion. So it's uptrend, it's positive also for the market. The research for Bitcoin terms in all the world is really at a low level. That means the market is not yet in fire. There's a lot of potential for upside because all the retailer didn't see that the market is going up. So when we will get into the market, this will put a nice push to the market to the upside. The BTC dominance on the alt season didn't start yet. This is the matrix which show you the BTC place according to all the markets. The BTC represents 62% of the total value. When the market will become with a 40% representation of the Bitcoin to the total market, the alt season will finish, but we have a huge 35% potential where the price can go up on all the altcoin, has the decrease in price of about 70 to 80%. That will be a nice uptrend. So that's a nice time to get into the crypto market. It's official now. Arizona are on fire. Just put some real official reserve on Bitcoin. On some analyses show like Vanek see the Bitcoin price at 180K by this year, which is really also positive. The only thing we have to look at is the um, war potential between India and Pakistan. There is potential agreement this Thursday with a meeting with Ukraine on Russia, so which is nice. We may be solve this conflict, but we may have a new conflict, so we just have to have a look on that. What we buy on the crypto market now, on what happened on the price of all the assets after this nice week. First, the Bitcoin. Look, we are almost at our ATH. The ATH was at 190K. 109K, but it was just up and down. The real range is at 104K, and we are almost there. In a week time, the Bitcoin just goes from the back of the range to the top of the range. So that's a potential nice time to see an upside and keep this trend line here. Or maybe we have a retracement this week. So you will see that in our liquidity pool, I've put some liquidity in stablecoin to be able to get back into the market when we are in the lower part of the range. The future gap didn't cover the 92K, so we have potential go downside again to 92K on Bitcoin. So we have to think about it and not to be too bullish. We may have a retracement and then go up again. Ethereum, he make a plus 30% this week. Look at this candle, but the candle just finished on the low side of this range. So I wait for the Ethereum to go back in range this week, maybe finish at 2,800. And then there is a potential of plus 60% on Ethereum, which is really positive. But this signal need to be confirmed to be really positive. On Ethereum, after this nice Spectra upgrade, which go well, the next upgrade we'll have to look at will have a big impact, I think, on the Ethereum is by mid of 2026. So for the moment, we just wait the signal that Ethereum is back in this range to put more money in pool on potential on Ethereum. AAVE is really nice. Is back in trend in his range. We have potential at 250 up to the range 366. So it's positive for AAVE. NIR is also finally break the back of the range this week with positive, so we can find the top of the range at 8 bucks rapidly, which is also a nice potential upside of 3 times. Aerodrome also is in range. We have potential of 1 box by this week or the coming weeks. FET is also back in range on the candle finish in range, which is positive. So is also is a really a nice news on the potential of plus 40% to go to the top of the range. Injective, I didn't like that because for a moment Injective didn't come back into the range. So maybe I will switch my Injective for another asset like AKT. Render positive. We have a lot of pull on render sol, and the render price is back in range. He can go up to the 7 bucks rep quickly. On Solana is also in range and can go back to the top of range at 200 bucks quickly. On how this join again is all-time high at 250 bucks. Bittensor Tao to finish. He covered this range, which is good. And look at the candle this week finish in the new range between 432 and 712. So we are positive on Bittensor Tao, and we may see the price go up to the ATH at 700 in the coming weeks. What happened in the crypto liquidity pool market? Look at the inflow. Ethereum is booming plus 1.3 billion this week. Arbitrum is also bullying due to hyperliquidity activity, and we have also the base chain, which is positive. I don't like the three on the bear chain, so I will not put money in that because the tokenomic is really bad. On AAVE Wrap Ether, I decide to exit to the liquidity pool this week. I will come back to it later. I make a plus 30% in 2 months in this pool, so that's really nice. I enjoy it. I may see a retracement on Ethereum AAVE. I will let you know in the community when I will get back into the pool in this week. I keep in range on keeping my liquidity on earning in render sol because I don't want to miss the upside on render sol. There is a good correlation between these two assets. I will keep it. I have exit from the Bitcoin on USOL because I'm a dynamic profile with a plus 30% in 2 months. I look for better APR, but if you have a long-term profile and you don't want to manage your yield on pool in a day or weekly base, it's still a 53% APR on Bitcoin on Solana, which is really nice. But you may have Solana price going faster in upside than the Bitcoin, so you have to rebalance your pool. And I explain all this in the club in the training, so you can look in it. On Orca, we have Nosana, which is back in range. Look at that with a nice 180% APR. Pit also is back in range. You have two of our position in render sol with different range. One which is a shorter range with an APR of 180%, and one with a long range where I have to get my capital back after a smart rebalance with a 50% APR. I wish you can join us with a club of the 100% LP spot goal. That means you make a deposit and you make your commission, which cover 100% of your deposit. Then you feel more easy and friendly. This happened after 6 to 10 months in liquidity pool. If you want to get into liquidity pool, you can, and you are serious about it, you can book a call in my agenda to learn about our community and get into the club on our potential coaching for you on a monthly basis. And also you can join the club, Strange the Discussion. This is not robot, this is real people, and you have all the information on training for beginner or also advanced people for liquidity providing. I wish you all well, take care, and see you next week. Bye bye.